You're getting closer to realizing your dreams of business ownership. Typically, individuals reaching this point begin to evaluate options for office space and hiring staff. So if you're finding yourself thinking about what your office could look like and where you would locate it, well, you're right on pace. I'm David Lewis, Vice President of Franchising for Express. Let's discuss office selection and hiring staff. The great news is that your office location is not the primary determinant of success in this business, unlike many other businesses. What I mean by this is that in some franchise concepts, you can be wildly successful if you win what I like to call the real estate lottery. If you choose the right location, the business succeeds. But if you put your business on the wrong side of the street or by the wrong exit, well, you fail. We, of course, want to get your office in the best possible location, but the office location is not the main driver of success in the staffing business. That means that we can often seek out the best deal and save you money. Start your search for office space online using websites such as loopnet.com and commercialsearch.realtor.com. These will allow you to look for retail and office space for lease in your franchise territory. Remember, your office must be located within your physical boundaries of your franchise territory. Often, new offices will start with up to 1,000 square feet, extending all the way up to 1,500 square feet of space. Some find the right office smaller, but rarely would it be in your best interest to go larger than 1,500 square feet right out of the gate. Take a look at this representation of the layout of a potential office. You'll notice that there are 6 main areas: the lobby and space for the front office coordinator's desk, some associate testing space, a private office for you, the owner, a bullpen for your staffing consultant or staffing consultants, storage space for your computer server and miscellaneous files, and, of course, don't forget the bathroom. Some owners opt for a second private office and often have a dedicated sales rep based out of that second office. As a point of reference, the office you are looking at is exactly 1,000 square feet. So you can see that if you were to go larger than 1,500 square feet, you'd be paying for a ton of space you just simply won't be using. Also note, almost all offices in the Express system have their staffing consultants sitting in an open bullpen area rather than in private offices. Staffing consultants work as a team on filling orders. This tends to increase the energy level, it improves communication, and ultimately, that means it's going to increase the production and the revenue of your office. Let's take a look at an alternative layout option. You can see the primary 6 components are still present: a lobby, a testing space, private office, staffing consultant bullpen, a storage room, and a bathroom. As I like to say, your office doesn't make you money, it only costs you money. So don't lease an office to replace those posh accommodations that you're accustomed to in your corporate career. Let's just get the basics covered, and down the road, we can always upgrade the office when we're playing with the house's money rather than with your capital. Here are 4 tips to keep in mind. Now, these aren't hard and fast rules, just considerations. Consider signing a 3-year lease rather than a 5-year or longer lease. After 3 years, you may want to upgrade or expand the office, and you don't want to be tied in too long. If you do choose to stay, landlords are almost always happy to extend the lease at that point, even if they do want a small bump in the rent. Negotiate for free rent or reduce fees rather than a bunch of build-out. When negotiating for a commercial lease, landlords are conditioned to pay for some changes to the interior configuration, walls, carpet, etc., for those new tenants. You may be better off to find a place that's pretty close to workable as it is, and instead negotiate for a few free months of rent. Pay for accessibility, not necessarily visibility. Only about 5% of our total applicants come through drive-by walk-ins. That means 95% call for directions ahead of time. So don't pay huge rent premium to be in a high traffic area necessarily. However, you do want to be easily accessible. That means very easy to find with what I like to call one-sentence directions. Free parking right outside the front door and great signage on the building. Don't bury yourself in an office building. Remember that tip number 3, be accessible. If you have to park in parking lot C, take the 3rd elevator on your right, go to the 7th floor, and then find the 3rd suite on your left, Well, applicants will get intimidated and frustrated. Instead, find first floor retail or office space where applicants walk directly into your lobby from the outside. Now that you have a handle on where to start looking for space, remember that you should never sign a lease until after you've already been awarded the Express franchise. Just get a sense of what the space will cost so that you can budget accordingly. Once you're an Express franchisee, our legal team will happily handle the lease review for you. And we'll even make an in-person visit to the space before you sign anything. That way you can be assured that you're setting yourself up for success. Let's talk staff. The Express model is straightforward. You have 3 primary positions in your franchise. First is the front office coordinator, what we often call the FOC. This person sits at a desk in your lobby, greets incoming applicants, answers the main phone line, and a number of other administrative support functions for the office. The second position is the staffing consultant. This person, or persons as your office grows, will interview applicants, make sales calls to prospective clients, fill open positions with those clients, and provide ongoing customer support to clients and associates. The third position is the sales representative, sometimes called a business development representative. This person, or persons as your office grows, will spend almost their entire day outside of the office making in-person calls on prospective clients, as well as following up with existing and previous clients. They will make some phone calls, of course, but as the owner, you want them out face-to-face with those clients. The strategy choice you have as an owner is what will your role be, and what roles will you hire staff to fulfill? There are 2 models that exist. The most common choice for a new owner is to hire an FOC and a single staffing consultant initially. Roughly 90% of our new owners choose this path. Often the staffing consultant will attend training at Express headquarters with you. As the owner, you will focus on working as the business development representative initially. You will drive the sales of your business by making sales calls on prospective clients, assisted, of course, by your staffing consultant and your FOC. Who can represent your business better than you? As your business grows, you will hire a dedicated business development representative, as well as additional staffing consultants, and your role will evolve to sales director and CEO of the business, leading, managing, and motivating your sales and service team. The second model that some owners choose is to start day one with an FOC, a staffing consultant, as well as a full-time outside sales representative. This model will require more capital as you have more payroll expenses, but offers the potential to ramp up sales faster since you're going to have greater sales coverage. Your first priority should be to reach cash flow break-even as fast as possible. So you're still going to be working to build your business by making sales calls. However, your sales coverage can double since you also have the outside dedicated sales representative working alongside you to build the business. Managing a staff of 3, including that sales representative, does require stronger leadership skills. So consider which model is right for you. Ultimately, all offices look very similar as they mature. The owner shifts to sales director and CEO of the business, hiring dedicated outside sales representatives, inside staffing consultants, and an FOC that assists with customer service and administrative projects. There's no need, of course, to hire any staff before you're awarded the franchise. Once you are awarded the franchise, we recognize that you've never hired for these specific positions in our industry. So we'll actually help interview the staff with you to ensure that you make the best possible hires for the positions. Here are 3 tips to keep in mind regarding staff selection. Don't be fooled into assuming that the staffing consultant position requires an HR skill set. Just the opposite. Our strongest staffing consultants pair a servant's heart with a love of sales. They will help build your business if you hire sales-minded people. Almost all employees at Express are incentivized. Our current franchisees can certainly share their staff pay plans with you, but the best offices almost exclusively pay a base pay plus bonuses and commissions based on the production of the employee. It builds a culture of meritocracy. And lean on us. Who you hired in your past career may not be the best fit for this business. So don't assume that you already have the perfect person identified. Keep an open mind and allow us to interview your potential staff with you. We care about your office being successful, and we want you to have the best talent available. We're encouraged that you're beginning to explore your potential office location and even potential staff. you're nearing the end of your exploration of Express, and we are excited to see how your business begins to take shape.